These are the basics of Highlander Medic in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. The medic has the ability to heal his teammates and build up an uber charge, creating some game-changing plays. In Highlander, your responsibilities are as follows. Using your medigun and crossbow, heal your teammates and make sure they stay alive throughout the game. Doing this will also build your uber charge, and regardless of which medigun you're using, you can use this to push objectives or hold them depending on which side you're playing on. As a medic, you're one of the most important members of your team, and therefore you have a giant target on your head for the enemy team. So make sure not to play too aggressively and always check your surroundings, as spies and snipers will both be out for your head. But always remember to play around your combo, as every member of the enemy team is always going to be looking to kill you, as your death results in them gaining a huge advantage. While on medic, it is your responsibility to heal everyone on your team. You should take note that heal priority is a factor you should always be considering. A basic way to explain this concept is as follows. Your primary heal target should be someone close to you who is already taking damage. Your secondary target should be someone who is close to you and needs healing. Your third most important target are people far away from you that need healing, usually via the crossbow, and your final responsibility will be buffing teammates that do not need healing that are far away from you. This concept also applies to overhealing your teammates. However, some of your teammates only need a second of overheal so that they can either rocket jump into the team as soldier or survive a headshot as sniper. Uber charge is a very important part of medic, and this is how to use it correctly. When formulating an uber push, make sure to communicate with the person you're ubering to make sure that they're ready for the upcoming push. Make sure to play aggressively for the first half of the uber. It's a point where you can guarantee that you will not be killed, and you can back out at any point using the remaining half of your uber. During the latter half of your uber, you're able to play aggressively, assuming the uber went well, or back out if it went wrong. The primary use of uber is to either attack an objective, so you can use it against sentry guns or the enemy combo, or in response to an enemy medic's uber, in which you'll be using it to defend your players. When uber charging, you can flash multiple players in the same uber to give them invincibility. However, be aware this will reduce your uber charge by 2 seconds per every unique flash. So at most, take 2 to 3 players as to not shorten the uber charge too much. Another important factor when it comes to ubers is counting the enemy medic's uber. While it's a skill that will be developed over many games, it's quite easy in concept. An uber charge on average will take 40 seconds to build, 30 seconds if you're building. This means you have a set amount of time where you know the enemy medic will not have uber. You could even use your own in comparison to tell if the enemy medic may have uber or not. Using this information, you may be aware that you have uber and the enemy team does not have uber. This is referred to as an uber advantage, and it means you can push into the enemy team knowing that you're invincible and they aren't. To do this, make sure to pay attention to when the enemy medic is alive and look at your own uber charge. If he died recently and just respawned, you'll know how much percentage you are in front of him. Likewise, if you are post-uber or neither of you have died, you can be assumed that they are both equal in uber. This is also something important to know when you want to use the other mediguns, as the Kritzkrieg, Vaccinator and Quick Fix all have a faster uber charge than the regular medigun. This means that when you're in an uber disadvantage situation, you can use these mediguns in order to get an uber charge just as fast as the enemy team. A specific note to the Kritzkrieg, as you can use a critical demo man sticky in order to kill the medic before he can pop uber, which is something you can commonly see in competitive. This is the most common loadout used on Highlander Medic. However, on screen now is every item that is used in competitive play, but be sure to check your organization's whitelist, as some of the items on screen may be banned in your region. And that's everything you need to know about the basics of Highlander Medic. Thank you very much for watching, and good luck in your games.